Hello, this is Guadalupe. This is the continuation of Lamont, California. I left off, speaking about the Tenderonis, where the mayor shut down in 1910. He started to clean it out. You know, so that way that you guys have a connection of each, very chronological order. That. And so in this area here, what I want to speak about is that um, Lake Isabella, you know, why is Lake Isabella, why do they call it a Dead Man Canyon? You know, there's a canyon, that people did not dare go into. And up to today, I won't even go in there. You know that? It's because I'm afraid that I won't come out alive. So what is it? What's the scariness about Lake Isabella? Back in, the early 1900s, right? It was a saying, I don't know, some kind of curse happened about the mountain there because they built either under a cemetery of Indian. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what, the myth and stuff like that goes on, right? But Lake Isabella was an area there that it was a mountain, right? Big old mountain like this, huge old mountain, real pretty, very green and everything. And then the contractors that were there, about to go up there, right? He took off his glasses. He goes, "Oof, man, He goes, man, are you sure that we were supposed to do this? It was supposed to make, you know what? Well, it's made, but they were planned to make a road going up the mountain and make little cities up there called, They made a Camp Owens out there, incarceration, It was like a mini prison. It's called Camp Owens for juvenile hall people under 18, right? They wanted to keep them up there. Then they had a small little city called Lake Isabella. And that's what the reason why they had to go up there, the contractors, right? And the contractors said, man, I got a bad feeling on this. Oh my God, why are they doing this? Nobody wanted to go, and they looked across like that. There was a river, rafts. Nobody goes in there. There was a saying that everybody that went in there, right, they died. And every year there's somebody that dies in that river. If you ever in Bakersfield, right, Lamont, California, is only about 6 miles from Bakersfield. And all you gotta do if you want to go to Lake Isabella, right, is that you go. I'll be speaking too about Hart Park, too here right now. You go to Bakersfield College, right, and just go straight up, and you pass Hart Park, and you just go straight down. Straight down is there. It is the entrance of the road. They made it so narrow. Oh my God! And here's the story why they don't want to go up there. And in fact, I don't go up there. But I was talking to my brother. I said, "Hey, bro, maybe." My brother said, "Well, let's go and make a video. I should make a video. I'm thinking about it. I don't know. Put down in the comments if you guys want me to go up there, right? And I'm gonna make my funeral service, right? I ain't lying. I'm gonna make my funeral service. You know what? Before I go up there, right? What I want, anything happens to me, and I'm gonna do this for you guys to let you guys know about that place. So much I want you guys, to see if you want to go over there or not. Just be careful, man. I ain't lying. I just put in the comments if you want me to go over there or not. And if you do, then I'll talk to my bro, my brother, and say, hey, man, I'm gonna go all the way from Brooklyn, only to make a video about Lake Isabella, because here it is. Look, they call it the canyon, Dead Man's Canyon. Once you go in there, right? Once you get this a goosebump feeling. I ain't lying. Every time I go in there, every time I eat, I try not to eat before I go, but I'm just hard-headed. I said, man, I'll take it. My stomach, I feel like throwing up. I ain't lying, You enter in, right? And you go all the way in like this, and it's nothing but curves. Like this. It's going up. 45-degree angle, man. You're going up like this, that. Here you go, man, like this. And over here in the corner, there's no rails. God, man, come on, man. Put some rails, man. Let me see. From my last time seeing it, when I didn't go up, the last time that I remember going there, and, long time ago, it was years, they didn't have rails, but I could check down if they do. Because see, right when we used to go up there, right, like this, and you're going out like this, and it's only enough room for 2 cars that you got to go so slow, right, and then, pass the other car up. Well, not pass, but, cars are going up, then cars are coming down like this. And they never made no rails, on the end, And why they didn't do that, right? Because I asked them, because guess what? My dad, he was the one that built it. He helped build Lake Isabella Canyon. Remember I told you, he had that time to opportunity to buy the Root Beer King, right? Well, he used to work there like 20 hours a day, sometimes 20 hours a day. It just because they try to get that place done, and it took years to get it done. Anyways, so we're going up, that, and as you go up, it's like narrow, very narrow, and you get this eerie feeling like something. I don't know, something is telling you don't go. You know what I mean? Have you ever been somewhere, right, and that you're like passing an alley or something, and that you get this feeling like that something is telling you, what, go back? That's how you feel every time that you go up there. It's called Lake Isabella. And anyway, so once you go up there, right, once you go up there, and it's an angle, it's a curve, like a snake. It's a real curve, man. They're real long. They go in, they go out like that. And you know how that sometimes, somebody doesn't pay attention, they get drunk? Oh, man. Drunk drivers, they fly off the cliff, and it's high. It takes 2 hours to get up there. Guys, man, I'm telling you, it takes about 2 hours to get up there because your speed limit, it's like, 25 miles an hour? That's it. 20 to 35 miles, 20 to 35, and then, because they got the speed limit, you got to slow down, and that's why a lot of people don't go up there. And then, so what happens is, the myth of that place is that, my dad told me that while that they were making it, right, that people fell down into the concrete. A lot of people died making that canyon, road. That's why they call it Dead Man's Canyon. And then he said too that the river that's down there, right? It just they call it rapid rivers. It's just going so fast. There's a lot of people that go in there, and they're I forgot the name. What they call them. They're canoers. Rapid, I forgot it, but if you're gonna do the rapids there, right, so you gotta have training, and you gotta have some kind of certificate, or if you go in there, they'll arrest you, because why, you gotta have some kind of training to go in there. And sad to say, I remember in the 8th grade, it was my friend, Spike, that we called him. He went up there, and I was gonna go. It was, remember back in the day in your old, junior high years, the things that, that you would do, right? things that you would do, back in the day, what you didn't pay attention. Sometimes he broke the rules. When we had a ditch day, you know, all of us, he went up there, except I didn't go that day. I got sick, and I was gonna go, right? And oh man, can you imagine? Spike, you know what? Spike, they got drunk, and Spike, what he did, he flew off, he flew out the window, that, and they were going too fast. They took two cars up there, and he just flew out, and either he flew out the window or the car had went over. I forgot, but this was years ago, And I remember in junior high, oh man, they were talking about it, and I said, wow, I was supposed to go that day. You know that? It's sad, it's scary, And then so he flew off the cliff, he died. And that place, what? It's very high. It's real high. It takes about 2 hours, to make it to Camp Owens. They call it, it's a camp for juvenile hall kids that are under 18, right? It's still there, that. And then they got the city, Lake Isabella. It's a small little city, it's there, And my uncle, he bought property there. Why? I don't know. Well, good luck for him. He always was a secluded person, and he had the attitude like, if he worked in the mortuary or something, that's how quiet he always was, and so being isolated, he liked to be isolated, away from everybody, everything, you know what I mean? And so he lives up there, and made a house for him and his family, and that. So that's what I heard, and but to go up there, man, I don't want to go. But if you want me to go, you know what I mean, I will. I'll record it, and for you guys, right? I'll record it for you, and then but put in the comments, if you want me to go film it. Since I'll be there, I'll go see my sister. And now, so look, I'm here in Brooklyn, New York. Then I'm gonna fly down there, to Bakersfield, to LAX. Then, right down to Bakersfield. It takes about 2 hours, from LAX, to get to Bakersfield, right? And then see my sister, and then I'll stay with her about 2 weeks, and then I'll record it. In fact, I'll record Lamont. That way that you guys could see what I'm talking about. But yeah, it just that one Dead Man's Canyon, Lake Isabella. The majority of people that live there never go there. They never go there. That. And then right down from Lake Isabella, down there before that you get there is a park called Hart Park. Hart Park, it was a park where everybody that lives in Lamont and Bakersfield, or even the cities, near, Kern County, because that's the county name, they would go to a park called Hart Park. And Hart Park, is a park where back in the day, back in the 1900s early, they started to put like carnival, activities there. And then people like from the circus, would go there, and they would set up, their whole outfit there. And it was interesting because they made a small little zoo, right? They brought animals in, and so we had like kangaroos, lions, peacocks, all types of animals, And it was called Hart Park because the man, right, that owned the park, he was a very nice guy. And he loved people, and they named it after. Well, he named it after himself, right? He was a very nice guy. That's why they call it Hart Park. And so it was just so nice, They had a ride in, because there's like a small little, not a river, but like a pond, real big, pond-like, where there's all kinds of ducks and there's fish in there. People go in there fishing, right? And then it's I ain't sure if it was attached to, because there's a river, there, that is attached from rapid waters, they call it. It's attached to the river flowing down from Lake Isabella, right? It's on the side of Hard Park. So Hard Park, there they had a lot of carnival rides and everything. People would go there during the weekend. Very popular. They had jobs there for people. They had the zoo there. It was just so nice, very nice. They had small little train rides and everything. Small little Ferris wheel. They had, big ones and small ones, for the children. One for the adults, and it was just really nice. But sad to say, whenever he passed away, it just went downfall. It was a real big downfall. And so up to today, because I went over there, I go visit my sister, about twice a year. When I went over there, right, I went to Hard Park and they took everything down. No more animals, no more carnival or nothing, just the ducks, and not even to take a ride no more. They shut down the commissary, hamburger place, the store shut down, and everything's done, but the pond is there, the river on the side, and it's just sad, The only animals that are there are the peacocks you can see there. In fact, my uncle that works that lives in Lake Isabella, he worked there, and he retired already. And he told me that, yeah, ever since, Hart died, everything went down. Because see, Hart is a very big investor. He was, big investor, Anyways, it's 17 minutes right here. I'm going to close it and I'll continue with the other part, okay?